Hey Jules Plus Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit people. I still exist. Oh my gosh. It's been forever. Excuse me. That's a clue, right? Yeah, it's been forever. I don't even know how long. Has it been a month? Probably a month. Maybe just short of a month. Anyway, I got COVID. And COVID ain't playing, okay? Okay, so what happened was, um, I'm married to Santa Claus, and there's no doubt that Santa had a lot of little kids on his lap, okay, for a lot of events, and that's just straight up. And you know me, I'm always trusting my vegan diet's gonna protect me, and there's no doubt to an extent that's true for sure. So all of a sudden, I'm just so excited that school's almost out because I need a serious break. And Christmas holiday, my birthday, I'm so excited. And it's literally the day school's getting out. And I know a bunch of my kids have had COVID. And, you know, they've been letting us know that it's going around. And I was feeling a little buggy. But I was like, I'm just tired. Break starts tomorrow. Ain't no thing. So, in the meantime, my husband says, I don't feel well. I kind of have a headache and a sore throat. Hold on. So I'm like, oh, really? God, I'm so sorry. But I'm good because I haven't been sick in 3 years. And ever since I've been eating plant-based and vegan, I'm good. So I'm like, okay, well, why don't you go ahead and test? In a second, those bars turned red. You know, it says wait up to 20 minutes. A second. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I guess you really do have COVID. But I'm protected because I'm eating right and I haven't been sick and I'm wearing a mask in class when I, you know, like on and on and on. So we get out for Christmas break. The very next day, I'm like, if I was buggy yesterday, I am the biggest bug on the planet. I was feeling very sick. And finally, on Sunday, I tested positive for COVID. And again, red bars in a second flat. And I was like, wait, what? Huh? No. Okay, so that was the beginning. That was like the 18th. And for 10 full days through Christmas, forget my family, through my birthday, which was 2 days after Christmas. Peace out, y'all. And then finally, excuse me, like the 28th, I tested again and I still was not negative. And I'm like, what? Even by then, my husband was negative. And I'm like, how bad did I get hit? And then finally, like 3 days later, I was finally clear. But it didn't matter. I mean, sure, the COVID was gone, but not the symptoms. And I think part of it, let's be fair, I'm still obese and I have asthma. And so I just got really hit. And even as it is now, and we're at today's my baptismal day. When I was 14 days old, my parents baptized me all of those years ago. And what a fantastic walk it's been, right? Such a blessing. Anyway, so I was just trying to figure it out. So 9, I know you're like, don't hurt yourself, Jules. I so get it. I don't know. It's been a long time. Let's just say that. A long time. And so, yeah, a lot of things are better. But I'm still flushed. I'm still exhausted. I feel kind of sick to my stomach. Like, you know, people say that your food, you know, like, first of all, people lose their taste, etc. Praise God, that's not my story. They lose their sense of smell. And every once in a while, I wish for that just because of my allergies and asthma, but not really. I'm far safer being able to smell the toxins and poisons around me. But some people were saying that they just lost their appetite. And to a large extent, I say yes on that. And while some people would say, wow, really, how lucky, maybe you'll lose a pound. It's like still really important, or even more important, to ensure that my body's getting enough nutrition, you know, to help me heal. So I've been trying to make myself eat, but like tonight, I made my traditional salad, which is enough for a small country, and it was way too much. Way, like I needed a third of it, seriously. And so I just stopped eating. And I just said, I just can't take another bite. That's just the way it is. I just can't. And so, yeah, I surrendered on my dinner, and tomorrow's another day. I had a lot of good citrus. I've been having a ton of citrus, which I know is just good for whatever ails you. And we're really blessed with a ton of delicious oranges and tangerines and stuff, and I'll stay with that. And I had a very bitter smoothie today. Oh my goodness. I did like mixed berries and a little bit more strawberries, but they weren't your summer strawberries, okay? And I added some lemon, which I tend to do, and a little bit of ginger, and even a tiny bit of turmeric. Oh my gosh. When I started to drink that at lunch recess, I wanted to cry. I was like, wait, I wanted something like, and I didn't even put, because it was all frozen, right? I didn't even put cold water. I actually put hot water just to get it above room temperature because I knew it was going to be rainy and cold today. And I just didn't want to be more cold, right? God, I choked my way. I was like, I deserve better, okay? Yes, it was healthy, so I had to think of it as medicinal, where you take something just because it's for your better good and not because it's delicious and lovely, right? Excuse me. And that's how it was for me. So I'm still sitting up in bed, like meaning I have an adjustable bed, and I'm listening to my crinkly chest and the paper bag sensation in my chest. I don't want to take my inhaler. Like my husband keeps saying, are you taking your inhaler? Are you taking Benadryl? Because what I didn't share with you was we got 2 darling puppies. Are you kidding me? I think I'm going to be able to share in a way. Give me a second, because I know this camera has the ability to flip around. So, one moment, please, because they are hilarious. And some of you are old enough to remember Buffy and Sissy from Family Affair. If you're old enough to remember Buffy and Sissy, we named them Buffy and Sissy from the Family Affair. And, that's years and years ago. And it was just super cute because they were these 2 sisters out of a group of 7. And I was telling Annie Beard, which is 101 Annie on Instagram, that the mom got pregnant before they could get her fixed, and they all lived in a trailer park. And the parent only lived in a trailer, and no way could they have 6 dogs. And the dad is German Shepherd, and the mom is what's called a Whippet. And Whippets, I guess, are, pretty small. And it was kind of a surprise that they hooked up, but horny's horny, right? So, whatever the case was, they ended up having these babies. Well, we only really focused on the Whippet part. We didn't really focus on the, oh my gosh, these are going to be huge part. And they are growing like by the second. Prayers out to so many people. Continued prayers for that DeMar Hamlin, which was the guy for the Buffalo Bills, right? Who had a heart attack. He's only 24. Yes, he's coming along amazingly, but they're like, calm down, people. It's still going to be quite a recovery. And mega prayers to that school teacher who got shot by a 6-year-old. What? And why wasn't that gun locked up? And how did that little 6-year-old, because guns are heavy, even have the hands to get that gun out of a backpack after an altercation with his teacher? He's 6. And know to pull back and shoot. I mean, what? So mega prayers to her. And someone else needed big prayers. Someone else in the media. But peace be with you. I mean, you know me, I'm Jules Blessed Vegan. My prayers are answered. My prayers are heard. You got something? Let me know. Anyway, I'm just looking. I put so many funny different kinds of posts. And people might go, how come there's so many birds on your posts? Well, first of all, I think God's amazing that he designs birds in such funky ways, right? From a little splash of zebra to a couple of, I don't know, giraffe spots to, he puts polka dots with stripes. He puts neon with subtle blue. I mean, he's hilarious. I've totally learned to never limit my students again, ever. If they come up with something, God came up with it first. And I'm just like, yes, I'm all in. So we ended up getting these little puppies on Christmas, forgive me, New Year's Day. I was trying to feel better, but we saw that this family needed help, and we literally lost 7 dogs in 5 years. The last 5 years, just age and different things. And my husband was like, "Why don't we just get one? I think it would make you happy, and our dogs are getting older, and they need new life force." And I was like, "Absolutely." Well, after the first night from hell of those dogs, the one single dog whimpering, crying, and the other dogs going, "Why did you bring us puppy?" We had to turn it around right away and choose to bring home a sibling. So we hurried and got her sister, and luckily they still had one, but they are growing so fast. It is insane. Like, wow. I cannot believe how quickly these kids are growing. I mean, they were only like 9.5 and 10.5 pounds. Though today, for all I know, they're 12 and 13 pounds. I mean, they are growing so fast. I'm trying to set you guys up to move you down so you can see these puppies. Okay, don't get sick. I'm going to flip you around. I pray. Yes, through the magic of television. Okay, now let me try something else. Let me see if I can make all of this smaller. Wow, that's interesting. Smaller is actually getting bigger. So interesting. Don't give up. Don't give up. All right. Let me go like this. Okay. Okay, these are the 2 babies. You can tell they already look big. They're part shepherd and part whippet. But even in this picture, they're only 8 and 9 pounds, but they look huge. So this one in front right here is Sissy, and this one kind of playing and lying on her is Buffy. And then let me go up here, like next picture. Oh, here they are, of course, eating together. They have beautiful bodies, you can tell. They just got their new shot, their very first shots, the puppy shots yesterday. And then here they are playing outside. And I love this. They decided to share a tiny little bed, and they're both asleep together like twins. Totally funny. All right, well, those are, I think, the only ones that I have available. I have a lot of cuter ones, but unfortunately, they're all on the phone that I'm using to talk with you. But yeah, they're just so sweet. And the other 2 dogs are doing okay. They're trying to adjust to all the life force of those puppies. But like I said, after losing so many dogs in such a brief period of time, we were willing to do it. All right, so what's up with the dew? I'm glad you asked. Remember when I chopped it off and then people said, "Don't worry, Jules, it'll be right back"? It's coming right back. And the reason it's so spastic is because of the rain. It's rare to have rain in the high desert, but we have it. And whenever I have rain, my hair just, which is fine, totally fine. Because you know me, I don't use any product or anything. And I'm a curly girl hair. All right, I just wanted to check in because I know some people in my vast audience, of which I have, 300 and something little subscribers, which I appreciate, everyone. And there's a ton of people who never subscribe, which of course I encourage you for my self-esteem, if nothing else. But I thought a few people have got to be saying, "Did Jules fall off the wagon?" No, praise God, I've been clean. My eating has been clean for more than 40 days. I rejoice to no end. Did she quit her page? No, I didn't quit my page. I've just been so sick. And like, I wanted to give a talk tonight, right? And then I was like, how? How? Like, I should be in bed already. It's already after 10 o'clock. I'm exhausted. I sound exhausted. And I just need to surrender. But I thought, I've got to check in with my JVV community. I mean, I'd like to think you were wondering where I was. If not, my bad. I wanted to check in anyway because I miss you guys. So I did not celebrate Christmas and my birthday, but finally yesterday on Sunday, I ended up going down the hill. Actually, no, Saturday. I made it down the hill to my sister's house, and my family had left some gifts there for me. And, it was lovely, and they were very kind and so happy to see me. And, you know, sometimes it's like that. Life is uncertain, but I feel like I'm on the mend. But I welcome prayers because I just tell God, you've got great plans for me, and newsflash, I need working lungs to do that. Whatever you need, I need working lungs. So, all right, my friends, my main symptoms with COVID were all the usual. Just feeling like I definitely had a fever. Obviously, my lungs were very challenged. I was exhausted, like beyond exhausted. Um, Not much of a sore throat for me. Definitely a headache for a couple of days. And then, what else? Anything else? Not really. It just seemed like a really bad cold. Like a really bad cold. But it wasn't lovely. And I'm glad it's over. But I'm not going to be stupid about it. I will happily continue to wear masks and protect myself because kids are germy and I'm a kid. All right, like if you liked it, if you haven't, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below how I may support you. And until we talk again, best of all, as long as we're breathing, there's hope, and therefore, we're blessed. Oh yeah, just one other thing. I gave myself a 30-day chip again because, I totally blew it with OA, Overeaters Anonymous, and I just, calmly started and said, you know what, when you're genuinely clean, you can give yourself a chip again. And I was genuinely clean, so yay me. Peace out, y'all.